Right here behind me is another new neighborhood popping up here in Estero, Florida. I'm right here by Broadway and the Estero Rec Center here, which we'll go to next. But they're going to be putting townhouses right here. So within just this couple mile radius, you have the High Five development going on. Right across the street from that, you have a mixed use site going in as well too. You have these townhouses popping up here. You have Broadway Crossing coming in there off of Broadway. Right here within just, again, a couple miles, you're seeing so much development pop up, and there's so much more that I left off. But I want to showcase this, and I want to go over to the Estero Rec Center and just walk that, and let's see what it looks like. So come with me, guys. All right, everyone. We made our short little trip across the street here, and you can already see that this whole landscape right in front of me is changing. If you've been here forever, and I'll tell you this, so I remember when they actually built the rec center here. I actually renewed my membership recently, and they were telling me, I forget, it was, very early in the 2000s there, the exact date, but even the lady who helped me out was really surprised. So this originally, years ago, before, the Great Recession in 2008, they were talking about putting an outdoor with covering roller hockey arena here. But look at that, wow. Completely changed. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff. To tell you the truth, I enjoyed the old driving range there, and it's look at that. That is unbelievable. Wow. So this is apparently going to come in multiple phases. So they're going to start, I guess over here they tore up the football fields, and they're going to wrap it almost all the way up to Estero High School here. Look at all of that land being cleared. That is unbelievable. If you've been in Florida forever, or you're a Florida native like myself, of course, some parts of Florida were always very busy, right? Orlando, Disney, a lot of places like that, Miami. But Estero, Florida was really just a kind of just a little area off of 75. And I mean, it wasn't that small. I had nearly 1,000 kids in my graduating high school class. So it wasn't a super small town, but at the same time, this pocket of Estero, I mean, there was nothing here. Just within the past 10 years, I mean, you've seen so much going on. And right there, I mean, you can see the Estero High School ROTC. Wow, just a couple days ago, this was all wooded. It was a really, really nice private shaded walk over here. If you walked over here, you knew that the Hornets would always get you at this spot. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, Florida is changing. Florida is really changing. There's so much focus on it. Florida at one point, don't forget, it was all the cattle industry and the citrus industry. I actually did a class at Florida Gulf Coast here many years prior, and we had to go out to Immokalee. And at that point, the gentleman there was claiming that almost 90% of the tomatoes in the United States actually came from Immokalee there. So again, this whole area is changing from what it was, into this modern finance tech area with huge tax benefits to live here. So you're seeing a lot of New York, a lot of California and such migrate here. I mean, when I grew up, if you saw a New York license plate or a New Jersey license plate around here, it was an anomaly. everybody around here was pretty much, you know, from the Midwest, Ohio, Michigan, you know, Pennsylvania always was heavy here, Iowa. But now you're seeing the landscape completely rechange. So right there, I mean, you can see Estero High School. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the repositioning of Florida? If you grew up in this area, do you like all of the development going on? Or do you think that this area is slowly losing its small town charm? This whole Estero corridor was pretty much cow fields. Now, I want to walk across the street here to the mixed-use development that they're putting up there. This area really does look completely different. As soon as I walked up, I could tell that, you know, with the light poles and everything, I mean, visibility has changed. So they took this building right in front of me, and it was, if you remember, it was on the opposite side of the soccer fields over here. And they just took the exact same layout and they just moved it over here because they're going to be using that, I guess, as an entrance for the High Five area. Are you guys excited for High Five there? Do you wish they kept a little driving range there? You know, growing up, I posted a story maybe 6 or 7 months ago when they were tearing this down. So many people reached back out to me because there were really only a couple neighborhoods around here. Fountain Lakes, a couple of these. So this is where most of the kids lived. And so many people reached out that they had, you know, so many memories just going up here and enjoying that. So we'll see. More pickleball going here. I know a lot of people are excited here. The pickleball capital of the world. But yeah, again, so this will just be part of the rec center, you know, where they store vehicles and fertilizer. You can still see the other building there if you look closely. And you gotta wonder, are they gonna end up paving this road here? This all was paved and put a bunch of trees and everything up now, so. I'm gonna try to do a loop around the lake here and see what we could do. Disc golf, usually packed. You see a lot of people out here. So right across the street from me, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I met with a really, really sweet lady over there. And at the time, it financially didn't make sense for her to sell. But I promised her that with this sale going on over here of the land, it was only a matter of time until developers came for her property there. So congratulations to her. That all ended up working out for her. I hope she's doing well. But as you can see, mixed use development. Now with some people that I know in the area that are working with people close with the town here, they've told me that their goal now is to start going vertical. So a lot of these buildings, I guess they're gonna be bringing on, you're gonna see some more height too. So again, all of this is brand new here. Yeah, we'll take a little walk. So right across the street, and you can kind of see what I was saying, where they're starting to go vertical. So this whole corner here, at one point, it was all woods, and then right behind these buildings, there were probably 8 or 10 little houses. And I mean, it was seriously off the grid. And you know, the lady was telling me that people would stay here in these woods, and she told me that they would come with the migrant buses, pick them up here and take them probably down to Immokalee or wherever, you know, I guess they needed labor. But again, that's what the lady told me. So right here you can see this is what they're putting up here. And again, I'm not the listing agent here, just someone documenting it. Ember's Steakhouse. So I wonder if they're putting that there. Wow, look at that. First looks of it. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I mean, what do you think when you see development like this going on here? And you just gotta ask yourself, all of this growth here, have they overbuilt, or are they bracing for the next wave of major development here? In 10 years, is this area gonna look like Sarasota, Florida? My guess would it probably would. We have the international airport right here, just 10 minutes from the location right here. You have Florida Gulf Coast University, which has an incredibly high retention rate. So what that means is the kids that are coming here are usually out of state. They're paying a premium. They come down here, they end up staying down here because they realize that this area is a lot better than up north. This area will grow over time with that. And then a lot of them end up bringing their family and friends down too. So right here, you're seeing just more and more development. And there's the start of High Five. Let's see, let's cross up here. Another big development popping up is the BERT trail. Now what is the BERT? B-E-R-T. Bonita Estero Rail Trail. And what they're doing is they're taking the railroad here and they're gonna run a trail all the way down the road. So it'll be for biking, walking, and I think this is one thing that most people in the community, even the people that have been here for decades, are on board with. So I don't think anybody's upset about that. But yeah, right here, this will be it. And it'll go all the way down to Bonita and that area. And if you know, I mean, Bonita, I actually went to Bonita Middle School, and that school, that area is completely changed. That area downtown looks nothing like it did. But yeah, look, right here, you see the start to the BERT trail. So this will run all the way down there towards Broadway. So I know most people are really, really excited for this, but let's do a quick crossing here. I was recently just a little south of Tampa in a town that has a rail trail just like this, and you would be shocked at how much it connects the entire area to little coffee shops, breakfast places. So I think something like this, you're gonna see it really connect the area. And I mean, just over time, with 82 and everything, the whole master plan is to make this area very, very commutable. There you go. There's the High Five. This up here will eventually be an entrance. So you'll have one off of Williams Road, and you'll have one here. There's that building that I was referring to earlier. You have Broadway Crossing going up. You have the townhomes going up there as well. You have the Manhattan Development Group adding a trail and changing right across from Publix there by Corishan. And then next to the old post office, which recently got developed, you have, again, another mixed-use site going up. So I know in 08 this area got overdeveloped, and it ended up, whiplashing back, to filling occupancy to where we're at. But again, I think based on all the development here, the secret is out. This area is no longer, kind of a quiet little off 75 exit, and they're bracing for full on growth. I mean, what do you guys think about all the development here? I remember reading an article about John R. Wood, rest in peace. And he was, you know, a huge player in the real estate industry down here in Southwest Florida. And I remember he was saying that he used to take builders, developers, clients in his Jeep or whatever car he had and drive them out around the land and show them that it wasn't swampland and that people could develop and live here. And I mean, you just put that into perspective. You see all the growth that's happened here. It's really, really changed over the decades. I was recently on a trip in North Carolina, and my Uber driver asked, of course, where we were from. And I told her Fort Myers, and she knew exactly where it was. And I find it funny because 10, 15 years ago, if you told someone the area, they would have no idea what you were talking about. You see the little turtle go under? And of course it feels, you know, just like yesterday when these went up as well. Let me know what area you guys want to see next. Let me know what development you're most surprised about or most excited for. And as you see, those hornets are back. If you walk this area, you know that the most aggressive flies or hornets, whatever they are, they literally will swarm you. You know, if there's any vacant land here in the area left, they're gonna go for it and they're gonna try to put apartments or some sort of mixed use up on it.